Hey guys, welcome back. This is History of Digimon Digital Monsters Season 1, Episode 44 of my show, but this is about Episode 42. Now, before I actually start talking about it, I just want to mention one thing. As I stated in the previous video, this video will have to be under 19 minutes, so probably I'll try to make it like 10 or 11 minutes long or something like that. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, and one last thing, like I said in the previous video also, the next one after that will have to be a bit over 20 minutes. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, this is History of Digimon Digital Monsters Season 1, Episode 44 of my show. But this is about Episode 42. And Episode 42 in the English dub is called Under Pressure. And that's kind of an appropriate title. Now, the way this video starts off, it starts off from where the previous video left off, where MetalSeadramon had the Digidestined cornered in the ocean, and then, but then when he's about to finish him off, Waymon shows up, and then what happens after that is basically he manages to save the Digidestined from MetalSeadramon, and then later on, what happens after that is basically, they manage to escape on Waymon and stuff, and then, what happens is, then these little creatures that look like, then MetalSeadramon is wondering, why did Waymon show up, and then there's this little noise from under the water, and then MetalSeadramon is saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing here, Divermon?" And he's asking the Divermon what they're doing there, and one of the Divermons is making a little joke saying that they just came up for a little air, and then when this also introduces the last of MetalSeadramon's two minions. Like I said, they're called the Divermons and stuff. Oh, and by the way, in Season 2, there will be a different version of the Divermons that'll show up, but I won't explain about that until I get to Season 2. I just thought I'd mention that. Anyway, this also goes into what I mentioned when I did MetalSeadramon's character bio. When I did his character bio video, like the video over 20 minutes, when I covered his part of the Dark Master Saga, like his part of the character bio video I did, he's like, "Those Divermon, if it wasn't for their striking fin attack, they'd be useless to me." And then he's wondering why, like, basically what striking fin is, it's the Divermon's special attack, which is basically they throw these spears, like harpoon kind of things. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And then, basically what happens is, MetalSeadramon's wondering why Waymon stuck his fin in MetalSeadramon's business to help the Digidestined and stuff. And he said that it doesn't matter because he ruled the ocean with an iron tail, and an iron everything for that matter, which is kind of funny because he's kind of made of metal itself and stuff, which is really funny. It's funny a bit. And then he's like, he's telling the Divermons, "Don't just stand there treading water." I said, "Fine." "Don't just stand there treading water." I said, "Fine, those kids." And then they go after them, and then what happens after that is Ty is thanking Waymon for saving them and stuff, and then Matt's telling them that he's wondering about the Dark Masters, like they're different than any other Digimon they faced, and he's wondering how they managed to take it over. And like Sora's wondering how the Dark Masters managed to take over the digital world in the first place, and then basically she's asking Waymon that, but Waymon doesn't hear that really, and then because he thinks he's actually talking about him, and he says that about the Dark Masters. Basically Waymon doesn't know all the details, but as soon as the Digidestined began to warp. MetalSeadramon took over the ocean. And then Ty gets a little upset, and he whacks Waymon's getting hurt by that, and he's telling him he's sorry. And then Kari's saying that they can do it, and then Ty's saying that Kari's right. They've done it before and stuff, and then basically what happens is later on they're fishing, and then while Gomamon's in the water, he's asking the fishes what they learned in school today, and one of the fishes is telling them that they learned that Divermon are in the area, and then Gomamon freaks out, and then later on what happens is when he shows up above the water, he's saying that they've got trouble, and then Joe makes a little joke about what he caught, even though it's not really a joke, but he's like, I caught a whopper because he got a fish they would actually Gomamon. And then Gomamon is saying that Divermon are headed their way, and then Mimi's freaking out about Divermon, not Divermon anything but Divermon, and then she's wondering what the Divermon are, and then Waymon is saying that the Divermon are MetalSeadramon's henchmen and stuff, and they're saying that they're not too far away, and then Waymon's saying that they're not too far away, and then basically what happens after that is basically they head back under the water to try to escape the Divermon, and then the Divermon, then the three Divermon that MetalSeadramon has are talking to each other like Red Leader, Gold Leader, and Blue Leader and stuff. And then the one where that's going on MetalSeadramon is he's like, listen, Phil, Ben, I told you before there's only three of us. You can call me Jim. Oh my God. That's funny, really. And then MetalSeadramon saying that he's going to be quiet because he thinks he smelled the Digidestined, or otherwise, either that or it could be like a bad batch of seaweed in the air or something. And then he says it's his moment to shine it out in the air. Look, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny a bit. And then basically what happens is after that, the Digidestined are hiding in Waymon and stuff, and then later on, he has Kari blow her whistle and stuff, and then that adds a little echolocation kind of thing, and then basically what happens after that is Waymon saying that they found a tunnel, which is kind of caused by Kari and Izzy, and Waymon couldn't hear them because there's a whistle in his ear and stuff, so and then the Divermons, like, before that, the Divermons were chasing after them, but Waymon went down below the Divermon's scuba tank that they have on their back can't handle the air pressure and stuff. I just thought I'd get that over with. And after that, MetalSeadramon showed up. Like before that, Waymon had to equalize the pressure because their ears were hurting and stuff, which is kind of funny. And so he had to let them gas out, which is kind of funny, really. It is. And then basically what happens is Mimi's wondering that the others couldn't follow them and stuff, like the Divermon couldn't follow them, and then Waymon says that they're not, it's MetalSeadramon that's following them and stuff, and then what happens after that is basically what happens is they're trying to escape MetalSeadramon, and then later on they come up from below the water, and they're happy about being above water again, and then Matt makes a little joke saying that he's been underwater so long, figures never get ready for land again, and they're all excited, but then that excitement is kind of extinguished by when MetalSeadramon shows up. He's like, you mind telling me what's so funny? And then MetalSeadramon shows up, and then Mimi's wondering how he found them and stuff, but basically MetalSeadramon is saying that it was only a matter of time before they came up for air and stuff, which is kind of right. It was really almost a matter of time, basically, before they come up for air. Because you can't stay underwater for too long, otherwise you'll drown. You can't breathe water for too long, otherwise you'll drown and stuff, which is right. I just get that out of the way, a little comedic part. Anyway, then Agumon's wondering if he should fight, and and then Ty is saying that Agumon should go for it, and then Ty is basically also saying that, well, Agumon's distracting MetalSeadramon, he can, the rest of them can head to shore and stuff, and then it goes to, the scene where Agumon warp digivolves toward Greymon, and, Waymon drops the kids on shore, and then basically Ty's saying that they can handle it from there, and they gotta get out, and he's gotta get out of where he is, and Waymon's wondering what he means by that, and then Matt's saying that Waymon's a bit of an easy target, and Waymon thinks that Matt is insulting him. He says that is he saying that he's fat? He's not fat. He's just really big bone and stuff. It's kind of funny. And then Wargreymon attacks MetalSeadramon, and with his claws, but then he starts tapping him, and then MetalSeadramon's like, "What was that? A little dip? I didn't come to enjoy too. You know, you can't hurt me that well." And then later on, the Divermons are throwing their spirit things from under the water, and then Joe is telling Kakumon to Digivolve, and then he Digivolves to Zudomon and manages to beat them. And then it goes to where Wargreymon and MetalSeadramon are fighting, and Wargreymon is like caught in MetalSeadramon's mouth and stuff, and then basically he's telling them this. He's saying that he's tired of playing around with Wargreymon, and he's telling him to say goodbye, and that's basically where the episode stops. So if you guys like this video on YouTube, just please give it the real best you guys can, and I'll see you guys next time. Keep it digital, and also, like I said, the next video for this show, for the season, will have to be over 20 minutes. I had to make this one under, just because it's under 19 minutes long. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. So until then, guys, keep it digital.